Anyway, welcome everybody to the grand final for the Blood Bowl 2 Champions Ladder Season 1. It all comes down to these last two teams out of the 1,000 or so that attempted to qualify. We have Coach Ducky with his Bretonian team. What did he call them? The luckiest ducks?
The luckiest ducks.
And Javelin with his Skaven team, the Rodents of Regret. Skaven versus Brets. Not a matchup you would have predicted. If you were to say at the start of the season, what's the grand final going to be? You might have said Chaos Necro. You might have said, you know, Wood Elf something. You definitely wouldn't have said Bretonians, even coached by Ducky. But
I don't know. Those blitzers, how would that not single-handedly win you a game against some people?
well, yeah, 2 Strength 4 blodgers is pretty damn nice, isn't it?
So hard to deal with, absolutely. Especially with their movement too. To chase down an 8-4-3-8.
Yeah.
Who really does that?
But the Claw Pommer only needs 1 shot. Looks like
That's true.
Ducky's on the offensive drive.
Yes.
So we see the protective layout. I suppose there's no other option than to put that thrower in the hitting line. I assume Ducky is going to hit the thrower out of as his preference, simply to make the one turner harder. These strength 4 blodsteppers. Insane. However, Raymond could be a liability if he slips out of position, because he is niggled. There is a Claw Pommer, and not only is he one of the Strength 4s, he is the team's leader as well. So Ducky would drop to 2 rerolls if for whatever reason Raymond leaves the pitch.
That's true. Like a throw a rock.
For instance, a turn 0 throw a rock, not to jinx it.
Terrifying.
Infinite Dad. It's only a cheering fans. Ducky gets the result. Jumps to 4 rerolls, which is very nice when you're an Agility 3 team. First block.
Had a quick look. They both had 11 fan factor, I think.
1 in 9's his first block, which unfortunately means a wrestle. There'll be no both down or no balls in this situation. So Ducky's 2 mighty blows not connecting with those line rats. That's not what he wanted to see first time. 55% knockdown chance on each of those blocks. But the 2 that he really wanted to connect with a mighty blow. Now his blitzer looks like he's going for the storm vermin, doesn't he?
Yeah, it does.
I say his blitzer.
Would you just...
he's actually a blocker, but I mean as in he's the character most likely to be blitzing.
Yeah, look, I don't mind that.
Well, I suppose because he doesn't have block, he doesn't actually get any advantage by going for the thrower, I guess. He's
it's a spare mighty blow that you
GFI
want
to
to
protect him
keep the peasants off.
Because there is a guard guy. Ooh. I think this blocker might get claw bombed next turn, depending on how wild Javelin feels like going.
Well, if he does, he's putting himself in a really weak foul position, as he won't be able to fully protect him. I think it would be a poor claw palm blitz.
I don't think he didn't have to palm, remember. He's still claw mighty blow.
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, he will end in the tackle zones. Two peasants on either side.
He'll end up next to a peasant. The Ducky now has the ball in the hands of Jean Bernadotte. I mean, you don't expect a player with a default name to get that far, do you?
Default names are the best names.
Or is he? Is that a default name? Sounds like a default.
There's a famous Pestigor called Bestvigor.
Yeah, he's a bit of a meme on his own, isn't he?
Absolutely.
So the Bretonian team separated into 2 parts here. We're going to see a foul on a line rat. Wow, looking to punish that 11-man roster early on. It's not the best value, but he seems to want to go for it.
Oh, look, a body off the field makes the offensive drive incredibly easy. I mean, I think I might have saved the bride myself. Not willing to risk losing it, not willing to risk being down a man turn 1.
Also worth noting, Ducky's only got 2 tacklers on his team. So that's definitely a factor, I would say, for later on. Now, can Javelin fight the temptation to blitz the Mighty Blow Blodge tackler? Or Rodge tackler, rather.
Oh, I wouldn't think so.
It's got to be tempting. It's got to be tempting, hasn't it? As a value target. He might just settle for a Mighty Blow hit on the Peasant and just keep his options open. I don't think he can afford to be counter-fouled with his killer out the game turn 1, can he? So he has to just take it careful. He does opt for the Peasant block. He's going to knock him down. Some pretty lame hitting or some pretty hardy armor 7 so far, Fash.
Yeah, absolutely. LOS blocks are a bit poor. This was the other point I was going to bring up. Javelin, every other match he's done, has gone aggressive from turn 1, with, gutter runners strutting from the backfield, looking to separate the team from the LOS. I was going to point out before, has Ducky scouted Javelin, known that was going to happen? Is his play with the the blitzers in the backfield intentional to try and bait that out? Or, is it some sort of strategy that he's, scouted his opponent and knows that's going to happen?
Yeah,
or is he really just looking to have the ball safe?
They're move 7, so they can easily link up with the rest of the team. In my mind, this play, when you try and do this separation play, you've got to commit to it, haven't you? You've got to be sending everyone forward.
Yeah, and with that, it'll be giving hits on gutter runners, as to make the line, they'll be vulnerable. I think if I was Javelin, I maybe wouldn't have, especially with a 11-man team. They all get boxed in amongst guard, being forced to make 3+ dodges out. It could make the 8 turn on Ducky's offense really brutal.
Yeah.
In terms of blocks made.
But looks like he's definitely committing to something here. Because obviously the zap and steal could be disaster for Ducky. Because then, does he push hard on his drive and try and score and turn them over? Does he take it slow and then risk that the Rats are able to kill some time? It's the only option for the Skaven, isn't it?
The Wizard for sure.
Yeah, he's
thinking about it.
He's looking to Wizard next turn. He's hoping that the gutters don't go down. And the bad thing though, the Blodge guys can be wrestled to the floor, so there is 75% chance on 2 dice that the blocker can remove the obstacle. Obviously, normally you'd expect the blitzing player to just have tackle and block, in which case it'd be a 55% chance. But actually having wrestle helps him here when he just needs the guy on the floor. Currently, he could even just reform up the left-hand side, assuming you're looking from Ducky's point of view.
Yeah, from Ducky's point of view.
So yeah, at the moment he can just form up the left, can't he? No problem. He's obviously got to keep his cage a bit looser. And I'd be very reluctant to build my cage out of my 3 blitzers and 1 of my blockers.
Well, the cage will have to exist if he's not blitzing the 2 heads Dauntless Wrestle. Like, that's the only player he needs to remove. He has the capacity to remove it with a blitz this turn, even just caging right field. I mean, there is a giant hole in the well, it is a blitzable hole in the center, as you pointed out. But I would even think about just going for that.
KO'd one of his Lion Rats. I think I just wouldn't have stood them up. I suppose last action's okay, but you're basically giving up a man for free there. He could have just stayed on the floor because the Lion Rat wasn't going to achieve anything stood up from where he was. You just gave yourself the opportunity to lose that player. Okay, so as expected, the gutter runner gets moved out the way. Armor 7 life. Ball's going to make its way upfield. Might have to be a YouTube cage here, though, because of the position of the gutter runner Happiness Pie, number 6.
Yeah, which is a bit scary with the wizard in hand.
Yeah.
You'd want it loose, while at the same time...
But the line rat on the floor means that they can't go any further forward. So, yeah, I guess it has to be a YouTube. If it's an X cage, I'd be very surprised if we don't see the wizard this turn, or maybe Javelin will just let them trundle up the pitch and go for the clutch win later on. I feel like he has to go for the steal and score while he's still got players.
Absolutely, it'll be the bolt on the carrier for sure, into blitzing whichever corner the ball lands towards, and a gutter handing off to another gutter after a pickup. I mean,
he's
really
got a
make the
two-header
cage
as
wide.
well, hasn't he? Who's very useful at getting in and out of these situations. There is a two-header somewhere. Why can't I see him?
Right-hand side of the field.
Oh yeah, he looked like a line rat. He looked like a line rat there. Let's see the foul on the gutter, as is tradition. Only a stun survives it. No bribe used yet. Ducky did go for the bribe. That Goot is actually niggled as well, so he's not a bad target. Very smart play from Ducky, making sure that only one of his blitzers is inside the cage. So reducing the chance of a lucky fireball during the damage. But as you said, I think the Skaven will go for the lightning bolt just to secure. I wouldn't mind seeing Lord Timothy Dexter marking Happiness Pie, because to me he's the pain in the arse. He's the one that's going to get away with the ball.
Yeah, absolutely, if the bolt comes down, but you're paying the price then of the Dauntless Claw Palmer coming along and banging down.
Yeah, but I mean...
So that's what Ducky's pausing and thinking about now, is he's saying, right, do I deal with this, you know...
Well, you put him in the cage, you get fireballed. And you put him down there, he can still get hit. So he's made a specific point of not making it a nice fireball cage. There's a 4-man fireball if he wanted it. No, he has gone for what I said. So will Javelin go for the snipe and steal now? Or will he say, look, okay, I'll settle for Lord Timothy Dexter. I'll settle for a claw pom hit here.
Betting
Takes it. It's a KO, so Lord Timothy is going to be sitting out the rest of the drive. And with no babe, it's a 4+ to get him back. You know.
Yeah, look, he'll have 2 shots. We'll see him again. I 75% of the time.
But I mean, we've all had games that have been decided by KO rolls going the wrong way. And it's nice for him he didn't have to pom.
Yeah, and didn't have to move anyone in to assist. The guy around already doing it by default. Allows the remaining 10 guys
There's
to
nothing.
make full
The
movement.
guys in chat, there's nothing wrong with an X cage formation. The reason to not use it in this situation is because it just makes the fireball better value, which is why he's opted not to do it. What we were saying is, we're making the point that he might have been forced into the X cage when he actually wouldn't want to. Not because it's a bad defense, but because there's a fireball in play. As said, there's nothing wrong with the X cage itself. The issue is a lot of people just use it as their default go-to, even when it's not appropriate, and it can weaken your offensive drive if you resort to using 5 players when you maybe need 3 to cover the ball. I love how the poor gutter runner has to screen off the claw pommer as well. That's how valuable he is to the team. Old anger. Or not. So it's 1 man off a piece here. The Skaven have kind of just opened up for the Bretonians. They said, look, if you want to go forward, go forward.
Yeah, look, there'll be massive gains to be had, but look, Ducky's not going to score till turn 8. There's just no way that happens, so it doesn't really matter where Ducky is on the field.
But, well, you know, you have to respect the Wizard, though. You might see the turn 7.
Yeah, for sure.
And Ducky pushes too far, too fast. He might, you know, the Skaven might be able to put the pinch on and force them into scoring earlier than they like. And as we did see in his match against Mole Dripstar, you know, if given the opportunity to push forward, Ducky might do it too early. Because he definitely went too far forward against Mole Dripster when he didn't need to. It ended up in one of his blitzers being surfed and him not scoring in the end.
Yeah, I mean, there's slightly different circumstance, though, in that many people were tied up and there were limited people that, you know, could make the ball safe. He's going to have every single player able to move without rolling any dice. So moving forward and having the full team protecting the carrier, I think is absolutely fine.
Yeah, that's cool. Not a good day to be a dodging line rat, it seems. 2 dodges attempted, 2 dodges failed, both line rats KO'd. Bad times. So the Skaven are saying, look, if you want to go forward, there's your route. Ducky might foul first here. Legitimately. I think he'll make the blitz with Despair. Possibly onto the non-Clawpom Storm Vermin. But I think he might foul before advancing, because worst case scenario, bribe fails, sent off, he's still got a safe formation. And he probably wants he wants to get the maximum value on the Gutter Runner. He chooses not to. But I don't actually think it would have been a terrible play.
Yeah, no, I agree. If it is a double into a send-off, you're not really losing anything.
No, because you've still got plenty of time to get to the end zone.
And players are relevant to each other.
Yeah. Whereas
if he goes up and makes his cage or his screen, and the foul is sent off, there's 2 other people downfield marking a stunned Gutter Runner.
Yeah.
But then not doing too much else. And then are fully separated, probably for the rest of the drive.
Javelin's going to need his babe to do some work already here, though. He hasn't lost anything of importance, though. Loner line rats, you know, their only job is to leave the pitch. It's just the later, the longer they survive, the better they've done. I imagine both players have a game plan here. You know, they know when they want to score. They know what score they're going for. And I definitely don't think Javelin's game plan involves overtime. I'm surprised he didn't... Surprised he didn't go for the Wizard when he had the chance. But obviously, Lord Timothy was a bit too good a bait. I like this play as well. Blocking one guy into a follow-up block, giving yourself 2 chances to knock him down. I don't like the lack of protection on the side of the cage, though, because quad skulls could really be a killer here.
Yeah, I always advocate safe moves first.
I see no reason that the peasant couldn't have been there the whole time.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's only a 1 in 1,096 chance, 1,296 chance. Sorry, but we've all seen it happen.
He could not re-roll it if he wanted to. It isn't super important if it was, if the ball was safe. All he had outside from the last block was the foul.
See, now I think he's given up quite a nice foul here.
Yeah, me too. If I could take a Gutter Runner and I had a dirty player with a bribe and I had, the capacity to get, 3 or 4 assists, I would.
I think he's going to foul the Storm Vermin, though, instead, which is fine, actually, isn't it? That's potentially better because he's able to make his cage, keep his players relevant, and it's a death. That is huge. It is going to burn the bribe. You don't Apo that, in my opinion.
Would have preferred it on a Gutter.
I don't Apo that.
No, you absolutely don't.
No, dead.
That's why you don't Apo it.
Because it's a 50-50. You save it for a badly hurt Gutter Runner. The bribe is successful, so Ducky now 13 men in play against 10.
Only 8 on the field.
8 versus 10 on the field, yeah. I mean, Skaven with a wizard only need 3 players to make shit happen, but...
It's easier with 11.
Do you know what? I'm sure he would have rather seen a dead gutter runner, though.
Definitely.
He might re-roll this. Yeah, I expected that re-roll, actually.
Yeah, I don't like that he did it as his first action.
I don't think he's too worried.
Little things like that. If it was a double skull, you know, forced to re-roll it, whereas if it was the last action, it's the only block he's making this turn.
Yeah, he's not forced to re-roll it. He can save his re-rolls, but he was re-rolling that just to get numbers now. And I think that's a frustration move, in my opinion. He's just lost a player. He's failed all his dodges and got KO'd for it. He maybe feels that the shot at a wizard slipped away from him. He might be frustrated already. I mean, it's easy to tilt in Blood Bowl, isn't it?
Bit odd targeting the dirty player over the Bristle Guard Mighty Blow blocker.
So I realised I was talking on mic and not actually transmitting on TeamSpeak just then. I was just saying I think the reroll might have been a frustration move. Sort of having that death happen and then missing your shot with the wizard, failing all your dodges. Could he be tilting already?
Well, maybe. I mean, you did say, you know, the innate Lewpac Chaos Coach wants to get those claw bombs in. But I look at the 3 rolls that he has, knowing that he wants one for the one turner, leaves him one more for this drive.
Yeah, you do, and it's what's he hitting? A dirty player peasant. There's another, you know, there is another one available.
Seems going the non-contest route, so Darky could make his semblance of a cage, you know, downfield within scoring range. You know, that'll adequately play around a wizard and commit the rest of his team to making blocks, and with a 2-man advantage. Rephrase, a 3-man, well, not 3, is it 2-man advantage?
2 men on the field, but obviously one of the Skaven is permanently removed.
Still having the threat of the wizard. The threat of the wizard got the block on Timothy Dexter.
Yeah.
And the threat of the wizard will mean that there'll be a need to be an extra man around the cage, which will only leave 4 men to block down these retreating Skaven. Like the wizard in the hand, sometimes better than the wizard in
Well,
on the
yeah,
field.
I mean the wizard can fail, can't it? But as long, you know, in your hand, the threat is always there. Once it's gone, and your opponent can sort of let up a bit. Looks like we're going to see another gutter runner block, and probably gutter runner foul. It's a GFI though for Goot to get there. He has no other way though to do it. The other guys don't have tackle, so he'd rely on rolling a PAL. So I think he might make the ball safe and then do his GFI play.
I'd probably want a 3 dice myself.
Yeah, you could bring one of the blockers round. Does split you a little bit though. I mean, turn 4, I'd probably be willing to commit a reroll to the 2 dice, which gives him a 70-something% knockdown chance. So we're seeing it's not quite a split cage. I kind of like this cage from Ducky. It's like a sort of zigzag one, isn't it? Obviously, it denies the fireball any good balance. So he's obviously not using... He's not using the tackle guy. So I guess he's going to 3 dice and then hope that the dirty player with the niggle can make a foul here. I expect him to reroll this, if I'm honest, Fash. I think at this point...
It's such a big commitment.
I think at this point in the turn, he can. Doesn't get him first time. Does reroll it. Does get him with the reroll. So good value there on 6 dice. No knockdown, but obviously we're going to see Goot coming in. And it's an injury, thanks to my powers of prediction. AKA seeing the player card. Jubilation will be out of the rest of this match. It is a send-off for the niggled Goot, but he has earned his salary for the day.
Yeah, definitely. Look, when fouling and getting caught when you're successful, that seems fair. But I mean, could have easily not been caught on any foul,
Yeah.
and just doing that every turn would just be outrageous.
So
My inherent disgust towards the current fouling mechanics.
this is gonna force some action out of Skaven. I think he's going in. He's going in. 4+ on it. Dauntless fail though. Can't re-roll that. I don't believe. Does re-roll it. Fails it again. Goes to 1 re-roll now.
I think I'd size it to the left as Ducky. Trap it in.
What, trap the gutter and get loads of people on
Yeah.
you? I don't know, why would you... Oh,
And enter the bash.
oh, and we got a double 1 on the way out. That is going to be a nasty foul.
Yeah, like a step to the left to make it a 3+. Also get the base contact, locking down the assist, that sort of stuff. By stepping to the left, makes the dodger 1 in 9.
We should call that one a Z cage. So we're going to see... I think we're going to see Deer the Lethal just get chinned out the way by a mighty blow.
Oh, absolutely. And then the other big dirty player foul.
He's going to go for the play into the second block. He's got to be careful of his commitment here. He hasn't got that many players up the end. We're going to see mighty blow onto this line route. This could be huge on its own. Just a stun.
Yeah, but I think with one gutter gone and the scary gutter runner in the wrestle Dauntless being fouled likely for a stun, the ball carrier is pretty safe. No one's really getting around. I guess if the wrestle tackle gutter might.
And this now has the potential to run away. This is a huge foul right now. I'm not really sure why he played in a manner as if he was just going to get out of Ducky's way and then decided to just YOLO into the cage with no support.
Yeah, that was a bit weird.
Like,
I would have waited till...
Again, I feel it might be frustration. And I almost feel like we might see a frustration wizard right now.
Ducky's got to be careful with his last remaining blocker, where it'll go. If the peasant foul is a send-off, there's a giant hole in the center. I think wrestle blocker needs to go to the left of the dirty player peasant.
Yeah, there's like a tunnel to the center, isn't there?
Yeah. That's really easy. Even the throw could get in and throw to a gutter runner.
Oh, this is going to be a big foul, though. This is going to be a game decider. Send off in the stun would be amazing for Javelin here. Whoa!
Absolutely.
Called it! Called it, boys! So that is Ducky's bench gone. I mean, he's got the trade-off. There's a gutter runner out and a storm vermin dead.
Yeah, fantastic trade.
Now
for sure.
he's a little bit open. It's a 4+ dodge in. There's no one really to make the play. That's the problem. And even now, look at the position of Ducky's players. All the good ones are the other side of the less good ones. So you've just got the 2 level 2 blockers screening off the level 5 and the level 3 one, and the 2 blitzers nice and safe. Remember, Ducky only has 3 blitzers as well. Bolt into steel isn't that good without
Bolt
the
into
2
steel.
Eds guy at the moment. Because you've got to still make 3+ dodges and you've got to have it bounce good for you. I think we're going to see the Claw Pommer go into action now. This is, with those 2 send-offs, like the ref has been particularly harsh, but it's not good for Ducky, I would say. Because now the Claw Pomm's not so bad, is it? Obviously, Ducky would still foul. It's a stun. I think we see the Pom here, because if he doesn't, he gets hit anyway. He gets mighty blowed in the face. He puttles on and he gets his injury. No long term. Will Ducky Appo Goot?
I would think so.
I think so as
considering
well.
the current bench
I
state.
think it doesn't matter. Because you can't say, oh, just in case one of my blitzers gets injured. You need to keep an 11-man squad now. You have a 2-man advantage. You need to keep that. So great pile on all round. Obviously not going to leave anyone else in contact. I mean, I still think this drive is done. Unless the wizard is insane.
Yeah, well, look, he just needs to be a middling wizard now with the extra 4 men off the field.
Yeah, so Ducky... So actually,
There's not that many people to
both
protect
players
the
are
ball.
down 4 men, actually. So the Skaven are even on numbers. And it's not just the... I think we're going to see the foul here regardless. I think Ducky has to take that foul, doesn't he?
At 11 men, I think so too.
Because that's just insane value. Even now that he's had his dirty players sent off. But even if they don't get the ball, like a shot on Raymond Levy would definitely be good. Oh, Joy, another gutter runner into the injury box. MNG is irrelevant. Wow, what a big hit there. And it was a 10-10. Didn't even need Mighty Blow. Didn't need anything. Skaven will not be fielding more than 8 players for the rest of the game.
Any more, and even his one-turn attempt might become a bit tough. I mean, if Ducky wanted to go ham, he could even stop it with the 4 strength sidestep on the LOS.
Yeah. I think he'd have to deal with the claw pommer to risk that, though. I think he's going to foul this other gutter runner, though. I don't know. Do you foul? Do you foul? Elation? Such good value. I suppose you don't want to give him a chance to get numbers back.
Yeah, the way I lose as Ducky is through being down men. Through just having, the 4 blitzers and 4 blockers. And then just being man-marked. Although with fewer Skaven it becomes more difficult, but yeah, no. It's just too high for us, I think, now.
Let's see the claw, Mighty Blow hit. Only Mighty Blow will be used here. Although they can't fend, because Juggernaut. Pom? Pomming the peasants. Bad times.
Well, I mean, if you didn't get fouled last time, the gutter didn't get fouled last time, you can make the read saying, oh, look, I'm unlikely to get fouled this time.
I'm more thinking about protecting the last 2 guard runners, aren't you? He's going to stick. I think he's going to screen off Elation. He's going to try and make the loner dodge. Elation is going to try and dodge behind the other 2. Happiness Pie is probably just going to run for his life, isn't he?
What's the sneaky scoring threat? Always leaving that wizard up the sleeve.
This is horrible. The dodges have been terrible, haven't they? I actually feel for the Skaven. He's double-wonned a dodge out of the cage. He wonned that dodge. He failed his first 2 dodges he attempted with line rats into KOs. Like his dodge dice have been awful.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, in fact, the only successful dodge he made was the one into the cage.
That's probably the one dodge he maybe shouldn't have made.
So Ducky's saying, do I want to blitz the kicker and do a big foul here? There's 2 very good targets. You've got a legendary Storm Vermin and a level 6 gutter runner on the floor. If I'm Ducky, there's the value foul all day long.
Oh, it's just so risky. The referee's just called him on, what, 3 attempts now? 3 from 4?
I'd say he shouldn't get called on the next 3, because there's only a 33% chance.
Ah, gambler's fallacy.
Here we go. Mighty Blow hit onto the kicker. This could be big as well. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeff. I think you foul now. I think you foul now. I'm not even joking, mate. You just shut this game down.
You've just seen so many big dice in the log.
No. You're doing it. You're doing it, mate.
Oh boy.
I wanted a nice, exciting game. This is a massacre.
Actually, I might change my mind on that foul. If you look at the number of men the Skaven have, he did not reroll his failed dodge in the effort to keep the reroll for the 1 turn. With the 3+ on the KOs, one might not wake up. Takes 5 off the field, which is only 6 on the field, which is 1 man in the backfield and 5 on the LOS, which will only give him 2 squares.
2 is enough for a gutter runner.
It is, but that's assuming that Ducky doesn't try to stop it with some force strength or some guard.
Well, yeah.
And I think in that position, I maybe even would risk it. You've got the added bonus then of the removal.
I mean, worst case scenario, you're losing a peasant, right? Best case scenario, you're removing one of the really good gutter runners. And there's no threat to the ball. Like, they would have to wizard through first. And then get a lucky, you'd have to wizard the ball carrier, somehow bust the thrower through. This is assuming you're fouling the gutter runner. So 2 assists, 2 assists reduces his armor. He's actually going to foul the Storm Vermin with a +1. I don't know. I think I preferred the gutter runner with the +2, and that would have broken armor if it was the gutter runner.
Most importantly, that would be just 1 gutter runner left on the Skaven team, and that wins the game. 1 gutter runner is not enough for Skaven. They need 2.
Interesting to see what the next 2 dice are, considering it would have been an injury on the gutter runner. If we see a double POW come up, or a 6-5 or anything like that, then Ducky might get punished for going for the greedier one. Obviously, the Storm Vermin is the biggest threat to his team now. It was a 5. The next roll was a 5 and a push, so it would have been a KO on the gutter runner.
3 or 4 for a push, don't we say?
Yeah, 3 or 4. No dirty player though, so it would have been a guaranteed KO. People are saying Ducky was the favourite for the Skaven not having a bench. That is true, but even if the Skaven had a 2-man bench, it would still be looking pretty shit right now. Maybe Ducky might not have gone as aggressive, but...
From Gerber, didn't use Juggernaut to get the success on the block.
Oh, he could have smacked him with Juggernaut block, couldn't he? No, he did use Juggernaut because he pushed him. What?
He chose push when he should have chosen both down and then said no to Juggernaut.
Yes.
So but when you have a Juggernaut character in Blood Bowl 2, it'll have a box that pops up saying, do you want to use Juggernaut, yes or no? That is your yes or no regarding the both down into a push. The denying, fend, and wrestle happens automatically.
Yeah. Wow, so he could have...
And that's not the first time I've seen him do it either.
He could have taken down Goo, the level 5 blocker there.
Absolutely. One of the 2 tackle on the team.
That's insane. RNG God cheers 1,000 bits for Bretonia. Thank you, bro.
Damn.
Appreciate the support, and go Bretonia, and go Ducky indeed. Go 3 dice onto one of the remaining gutter runners, and that still leaves... He can follow up now, and they can still do a mighty blow blitz onto the other guy. Only a stun, thankfully. Yeah, so the follow-up enables the 2 dice onto the gutter runner. And I obviously, Ducky... Well, he can't re-roll it. He can't re-roll it because turn 8. Obviously, he can re-roll it if it's double skulls. I wouldn't even worry if it was quad skulls here. Do you know what I mean? I'd be pissed off, but I wouldn't be panicking. Mighty blow onto armor 8. No break. I wonder where in the solar system Javelin is currently orbiting after this tilt. Oh, no way. RNG God's 1,000 bits missed the sellout cup. Bad times, mate. Bad times. I don't think that should happen. I might write an email to Muxy and say, look, if people are doing 1,000 bits, it should hit the cup. Oh, Ducky's KO comes back. One back for the Skaven. So I think the one turner is possible. Yeah. I wonder if Ducky does want to deny it though, because I think I would risk the players to deny it at this point, maybe. Because 1-1 at half time, Skaven with a wizard is still not ideal, is it? Even in this state. They've still got the 3 best players. That's the main thing, isn't it? NASA reports that Javelin has made it past the asteroid belt when he tilted off the planet. The Skaven.
I don't know.
The gutter runner with guard is one of the ones that's out. No, the gutter runner with guard is still in. Yeah, okay. So the 2 sidesteppers make this more or less impossible now. The other 2, like Jack Wright rid out with his guard and Goot. It's actually really hard for him to even throw a block here. I actually think he's going to have to settle for a 2-dice claw pom hit onto the blocker, maybe, or no, he can he actually could 2-dice Raymond Levy though. That would be my hit of choice. I've gone quiet because I'm trying to figure it out in my head.
Yeah, me too.
He does have Dauntless on Anger. So he can, in theory, get the 2-die. But they've obviously got sidestep, so it just doesn't matter. Like, there's no way. There is no way, in my opinion. So, what I think he should do is set himself up to throw the blocks on Raymond Levy, but also have the quick snap option on the left. Zinak, thank you for the 100 bits. It did indeed land in the cup.
Yeah, look, hoping for quick snap or blitz, I think might be his best bet. I'm looking at silly things like the Loner in the center making a 1-die to fill up a hole. The Dauntless then making the Dauntless 1-die and pushing the other guy anywhere. Anywhere he goes, then allows the blitz to come around on the...
He just doesn't have enough guys. He hasn't got spare guys to make those blocks.
Doesn't really have the men.
I think
he theoretically could get the 1 square.
Yeah, he's got to set up for the big hits, but also to have the quick snap, in my opinion. I think he actually just has to set up for the quick snap / riot. Shame Lord Timothy Dexter doesn't have his sidestep, because he'd be a pain in the arse for gutter runners, wouldn't he? A 5-man hope for the best fireball is not the option here, definitely not.
I mean, it could wizard one of the 4-strength lodges, and then look for it for removal, then look for the chain. But it's just such a low percentage play to
Nah,
waste a
you
wizard on.
can't.
It would never
Yeah, you
happen.
can't do that and then.
You
hope.
physically could.
Yeah.
physically could.
You can, but yeah.
It'd be
You're
dumb.
burning
It'd be
your
really
wizard
dumb.
on a low chance. I mean. Calling rock onto the storm vermin as is tradition. High kick. High kick would have been useful if he was going for it. I mean, this is the problem. 86 games in, you need a natural one-turner on Skaven. Because this would just be a different game, wouldn't it?
That would be crazy.
Because no matter what he did, well, no matter what Ducky did in the first half, the natural one-turner is just such a threat.
And if he had a deeper bench too, and was able to mitigate the 4 Kaz,
Yeah.
and be 1-1 at half time, that would be a totally different ball game. But in his current state, not really likely to be able to stall.
I mean, Ducky's 2-turner isn't too bad, so it's like the Skaven would have to have a really good second half anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Has the added bonus of just being, only needing the one blitzer to go down and threaten. You'd still bring more.
Yeah.
With the Pommer.
I think I would have preferred to see the hit on Raymond Levy just because the odds are better. Because of the niggle.
True, but I mean, getting rid of the sure hands makes your last remaining gutter, well, one of your 2 last gutter runners more useful in red die blocks.
Well, yeah, that's true. He's dauntless as well, so it's not always red die. I think he just needs to pull numbers back here. I don't really don't know what he's pausing for here. In my mind, the only play to make is start punching these guys.
Definitely. And he's set up to do it as well.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. If he hadn't appoed the dead storm vermin, he would have had his gutter runner back. Because he could have just appoed the badly hurt gutter runner with a 100% success chance. What is he doing? He's obviously got something.
I've got no idea.
No, what? There is no play.
Just lost a claw bomb, head of hope.
Unless he's going
Never
for
punished.
Unless he's going to go for a 6+ dodge, 2 die up. Is he actually going to go for that? Apparently he is. Wow. I mean, I don't even know what to say because the odds on him getting 2 pushes on Ducky's choice.
Well, I mean, could have taken the stumble, with the dodge not being able to not be used.
The guy didn't have dodge.
Carry on.
It was the blocker in the middle. He had pushes was the only option.
Had to be pushes, for sure.
He actually rolled a 6 on that dodge, so if he'd have done it with the Juggernaut, it would have been better. But okay, I don't know. I think I would have just took my hits there. That was such a low odds play. I would have not passed up the mighty blow claw bomb. I'm not giving up that hit if I'm him.
Oh, I guess you just realised the importance of needing to equalise at the half.
Yeah.
The 6+ with the dodge skill, and then the -2 block with only 2 successes.
It was actually a 5+
play.
because he was the double heads guy. I miss.
Well, look, the block on its own 20%.
Yeah.
With the dodge 11.
After the catch, after I used the reroll on the catch.
It's 6 then.
Yeah, I'm just like, nah, you just don't make that play then. Armor 7 peasants could suffer here. I think he needs to take all 3 of those peasant blocks because he needs to get some luck.
Oh, look, I don't think he can stall. I think he'll be just going ham.
Yeah, but he's not going to potato now. Because even if he score, he needs to wizard and score. Like, he needs to wizard and steal because he only got 7 players. He's not getting the ball off of Ducky on Ducky's drive without the wizard. So his options are score quick and try and wizard and turn over. Score slow and hope to receive in overtime, but you've probably got about 2 players left at that point. That's not really an option. He doesn't want to use the wizard on his own drive, but I mean, if he gets forced to use the wizard on his own drive and scores in 3 turns, then he's done, isn't he? Barring a miracle, he can't just go ham and score because Ducky will just grind out the game. There's no way. That is not an option. Kick is actually pretty bad for him as well in this situation, unless his gutter runner's just going to potato upfield.
No, look, I think you're right. A stalling play has to happen.
So I think
it'd be ridiculous to try and score
on 2. I'm taking all of those peasant hits with my 3 line rats.
Yeah.
Because
and picking up with the gutter, handing off to the thrower. Thrower retreats.
Yeah.
Stall as best you can, then pass play downfield.
Because you want to maximise your chance of getting just a random KO or a Kaz, just to give you a glimmer of hope. You know, if you don't take the blocks, you can't remove them. End of. So
these are 1 in 9 blocks too. Yeah, the ball needs to be better protected than that.
Yeah.
Before making a 1 in 9 block.
I'd probably make my Storm Vermin blitz first.
Yeah.
I'm probably blitzing Jack Rideout, but not following up.
Seems to be pretty keen on these peasants. I think almost every Corpon blitz has been on a peasant.
I just don't like that because, like, I don't know if he realizes that his Juggernaut cancels the wrestle. So there's a KO. That's what he needs to do. But that could have been a block mighty blow blitzer.
Yeah, absolutely. He does know. He used it before in previous matches.
Oh, he's going aggressive here. Wow. Okay, maybe we are going to see potato up the middle.
It's not what he should be doing.
No. Just doesn't. I don't understand how he defends the ball. One in 9 pickup could kill him as well. Success. Gutter runner has the ball. He has a plan? Question mark. Potato up the middle doesn't work because John Bernadotte.
Wow.
He's marked the 2 tacklers. Oh, GFI fell. Why do you GFI when they can reach you anyway?
It's unbelievable. It's truly unbelievable.
I mean, this doesn't feel like grand final. Like,
He's not escaping the 4-strength
No
frenzy.
offense to Javelin, but this doesn't feel like Champions League final to me right now. Because if they get the ball loose, he's gonna have to survive 6 dice. End of. That's happening, right?
Yep.
And if the ball goes loose, he will 100% have to wizard to recover it, and he'll be forced to score. At which point, Ducky will be looking at a 7-turn drive to score the winner against 7 rats.
What's the emote? Is it loop potato?
It is loop potato. If you are a sub to the channel
that is
and you
the
want to drop
definition
some
of it.
loop potato, drop some loop potato in chat now. I think this is the actual definition of potato play. And we are seeing
You just can't do it. You can't just say, oh, my opponent's not going to roll a power with 4-strength frenzy that should be getting 3 dice on the first block. It's insane.
Wrestles the Storm Vermin to the floor. He's actually going to get 9 dice. Yeah, that's a good point, because he's got Frenzy plus a reroll, so it's 9 dice. Don't tell you what to do, Johnny. Fash has called for the Lou potato, and here it comes.
As inventor of the potato, I reserve that right.
Ducky just cost himself a square movement there.
I think the guard is for the sidestep to ensure that there's a assist for the
second 3 dice. No, because he can still go diagonally down and left, down and right. So the second one will only be a 2 dice regardless. Oh, he's actually going a different way. Only just gets it.
Boy.
Nearly royal skulls. 4 skulls on 6 dice. And the ball's in a cracking spot. I guess he wanted to recover with John Bernadotte, yeah.
Hey, look, good call using the wrestle.
Yeah. Well, it turned out to be the right thing. Wow. Lucky. I mean, what I'm saying is lucky he didn't do it as a 2 dice.
Oh, it'd been insane. We would rip Ducky for not making it 3. There's just no excuse for not making it 3. But I mean, the toss-up between the 4-strength frenzy and the wrestle.
But this is exactly what I said. So the Skaven player's only option now is strength 4 sure hands man's going to have the ball in his hands unless he fails a 1 in 9. So now you have to zap him. Hope the ball bounces good, and you're forced to score. Then Ducky has a 7-turn drive against 7 rats. The game. No, it's game over. Why are you making that play now? This is the play he needs to make in 6 turns time. He just needed to keep out the way for a while.
Absolutely. And look, yeah, absolutely. So Bolt comes down. There's a reasonably good chance a gutter runner picks it up and scores. But then he's just got nothing left.
I'm not sure I like the 1 in 9 dodge before picking up the ball there, though, because if he fails that 1 in 9, he's conceding without costing the wizard. Wow, he didn't use the wizard, by the way. He did not use the wizard.
Must be saving it for next game. He's using it next game. First round season 3.
Wizard in the hand. It's worth 2 in the bank.
Yeah, no, not this time. That was absolutely wrong.
He had to wizard there. Because his gutter runners are about to have a bad time. Unless, what's he going to do? Is he going to Dauntless Blitz? He has got a guard there, so it's a Dauntless 1 dice. 2 with a reroll. If he makes Dauntless, he would have a 30% chance to POW. He has got Wrestle, but then even if he wrestles, who's scoring? Line Rat?
I think he might be doing the Storm Vermin Blitz.
No, he's doing the Storm Vermin dodge. He's going to go to 1 reroll in an overtime situation. Ducky's on 2 though. Did he blitz? Oh yeah. Wow, he's got it! He's got the POW! He hasn't used his wizard either! This could be insane. No, they cannot. They cannot. Oh my god. He doesn't follow up for the... No! He doesn't follow up for the pylon, which in my mind is a mistake. And the other lad catches it. Oh my god. Two heads. Oh, it's a diving tackler anyway. 3 doesn't get him away. We need a 4+ to get out of that because he was going into a tackle zone. Wow, that was nearly a mad turn up. He still had to escape the diving tackle though.
Yeah, no, just bolting the guy not in diving tackle, picking it up.
Yeah, that was the play to me, because if you got a touchdown there, at least you're still in it. And what does he do now that isn't a wizard? Absolutely nothing. They're going to hand off to Jean Bernadotte.
Yeah, and even if he does use the wizard, there's no one really doing anything with it.
I mean, he could keep it on Goot because he needs to. Goot's only 3 SPP off leveling, ready for that sweet open ladder action. Got to be ready for that.
There's only one coach I know likes to play on the open ladder.
Who's that?
Some Russian guy, plays Chaos all the time.
Oh, me.
Oh, yeah.
Man, he missed his spot. He had to wizard there. Oh, nearly fluffed the catch. That could have been big, actually. The fluffed catch. And he had stood up the diving tackler, actually. Tell a lie. This guard gutter runner's pretty clutch where he is, though. Wow, that reroll.
He wants to complete the cage with the other 4 strength fella, and he needs the power to get around it.
Yeah, but that's a GFI, hasn't he? No. I don't know, going to 1 reroll though is pretty scary. Like, even in this situation, it's scary.
Yeah, I think it could have done the handoff from the bottom square, because you're not really scared about the top squares, because it's just 2 line rats. And if you do manage to get the other gutters on the ground, or less relevant, they're somewhat screened away. The 4 strength then comes up to assist the learner lineman, which the peasant that's marking in blocks creates a screen, stopping the non-powered number 5 gutter runner from getting up there. Or even just screens off the number 5 gutter, and like the open corner on the top left of the cage can just be there.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, does it? Who's gonna be affecting it there? I don't know what they're gonna do here. I just think they're just sort of going through the motions now. Now he fireballs, and as is tradition, it's the fucking fireball of Gandalf himself.
Damn.
Tackle zone on the ball. They only got the 1 reroll though. That's going to kill him, I think. Because he obviously he needs to ping it with his thrower. Right, so what he needs to do, he needs to stand up his lineman. He needs to dodge his storm vermin, right? To chin Raymond Levy. He then needs to dodge his gutter runner away from a diving tackler. Dodge with his thrower, grab the ball, ping it to the gutter runner and score. I mean, easy.
That's the one play.
That's the only play, isn't it?
And it's not easy with 1 reroll.
That is literally the only play. So it's well, no, because he has to dodge the gutter runner first to bait the diving tackle. Otherwise, the storm vermin has a 5+ dodge.
Yeah, but Duck will surely just choose not to use it, seeing that the play that we've seen.
Yeah, well, yeah. So he's got to make a 5+ dodge. He's doing... Oh! Rolled a 1. He rolled a 1 anyway. Oh. Fuck? WTF?
Oh my god.
Now what? Now you just get chinned. No, you just drop the ball. Fucking hell, what is this game? Diving tackle. Diving tackle just killed it. Oh my god. That was just not the one for me.
It was definitely not the one. But I mean, they're the sorts of plays that, you know, Skaven can do. And, you know, if he does some ridiculous hand to a thrower into some 4+.
Do you know what? 3+ meant the diving tackle didn't even come into it. Because the guy had 2 heads, so he's actually 5 effectively. So it was a 1+ dodge becomes a 3+ dodge. RNG God cheers 25 and says this is madness. Zinak cheers 25 bits and says 265 viewers. Blimey. That's mad. It's got to be an all.
Must be the Fash host.
Must be Fash. It must be Fashbinder. Or
definitely
the cup. They just come for the cup nowadays, Fash. If the thrower had caught that, that would have been quite interesting, wouldn't it? But unfortunately for the thrower, his time in this game is over. Wow. I called that one.
Look, I think the number 12 peasant could have come in for the assist and have the ball in the hands of a blodger. I don't like it sitting on the ground.
If Ducky doesn't score with a peasant now, I'm never talking to him again. Oh, nice. Bit of fouling. Bit of fouling on top. Elation. Gonna get KO'd here. Using my ESP.
What a good ref.
He's been on the ball. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter at this point, does it?
Well, you know Jalender's going to right-click the ball.
Yeah. What'd you do? You got no rerolls. The DT's in there though, so it's a 6+ dodge in if he DTs. With no reroll because tackle. And no, actually, hang on. If he comes in from the left, it's a 5+. That's a 1, 2, 3. It's a 4. My maths have gone. It's a 4+, actually, if he comes in from the left. That's right, 3 TZs, Agi 5, yeah. Then it's a
Agi 5's gone to the Agi 4.
Huh?
The Agi 4 that...
Oh shit, yeah. Sorry, the 2 heads guy is out. Rip Skaven then.
Well, it could still be that play, and then he dodges out the Stormvermin and throws to it.
Well, no, if you're doing that, you might as well blitz with the Stormvermin.
Yeah, true.
You got a 33% chance to knock him down. You got a 33% dodge, but at least failure state is better because you can then still make the dodge unless you roll a skull. In, go on, son. Show us your 5+. 5+. One dice. Going for the scatter play. You should have done that first.
Yeah, he should have done it before. Yeah, exactly. It's little things like this that might not appear obvious that really grind my gears.
Of course he did. Why wouldn't he catch it? Why wouldn't he catch it? He couldn't have scored. I don't think he could have got there and scored though. Oh, wow. I mean, that guy's got guard. So basically, Raymond Levy punches the Stormvermin out of the way. Jack Rideout gets 6 dice on the ball, and normal service is resumed. Never mind, didn't even need to do that. Didn't even need to go to the trouble of Mighty blowing him. Ooh, the bounce though. The bounce! This is, I don't know what to make of this Fash anymore. I honestly don't know what's real anymore.
Oh look, I'm not too surprised by this outcome.
No, I had the smart money on Ducky anyway. So Boomerfoo, thank you for the 100 bits, bro. Appreciate the support. Oh yeah, Raymond is forced into a frenzy. So I mean, the blocker has to pick it up, doesn't he?
Yep.
I expect...
and I think he has to reroll it too.
I expect Lord Timothy to try and move the gutter, the guy above. No, because he can't... The problem is he can't get his... Dude, his Blodstepper. He wants to pick it up and hand it off to the Strength 4 Blodstepper. Sure hands. But there's no strip ball anymore.
Still better on him.
Which doesn't keep the ones that fall out the cup, no. I mean, if he 1 in 9's this pickup, the Skaven could still score. Now if he's got a 1 in 3 chance.
Why would you say it?
He's got a 1 in 3 chance. Oh, he's got it. Do you know I actually wanted him to fail it? I didn't. I just wanted to Keep the dream alive, you know.
None of that.
Oh, it would have been so funny though, wouldn't it? If it suddenly went to 1-1. I mean, Ducky would still have had 4 turns to score. But no rerolls, that said. I actually think this game could have been crazy different if turn 8, or turn 9 rather, that blitz had KO'd a block guard dude rather than the peasant. Do you know what I mean? Because the peasants can just be kept out the way by a line rat. And I think the guard has come in clutch for Ducky here.
Yeah, like not a huge amount, but you know, every now and then when it mattered, like the 3 dice on the potato.
Just simple target selection.
Afterwards.
I mean, that would have been my play as the Skaven in the first half. I would have kept my guys safe unless an opportunity presented itself, and I would have just looked to pick up choice targets with my claw pommer and protect myself from fouls. I think sort of he tilted a bit when the Storm Vermin died, and then he just went a bit silly, didn't he?
I don't know. He'd sort of made those sorts of things, sorts of decisions throughout the 8.
But I mean, he sort of went half defensive and then suddenly flicked a switch and decided to just throw a gutter runner in.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Like,
there we go. Every single rat is on the floor. That guy is in the KO box. So 3 rats or 4 rats off a pitch clear. I think if you're Ducky, you have to go for it. Yeah. Do it. Just do it. Yeah, he also got the 2 early dodge KOs, as Irish Exit pointed out. He failed his first 2 dodges and both were KOs. That's got to be really frustrating.
yeah, definitely. I mean, they're 3 pluses that, you know, you don't mind if they fail, but to get the removal as well is a bit rough. But I mean, they did make the choice to make that happen in that, you know, blitzed on the blitzer, that's it. Blitzed on the blitzer, whereas he could have made it a strong defensive line, forced Ducky into a cage for the entire drive, threatened with the wizard, and used the, you know, just blocked free that line rat so it didn't have to dodge.
Well, yeah, that's an absolute option. I mean, he could have just left him on the floor. He didn't have to do anything. Oh, he's double one to dodge there. Oh, God. Doesn't get any better for him, does it? We got a clear run to the end zone. Now, the only play is repeated dodge in 2 die uphills. And that is if this poor guy doesn't get fouled into oblivion. Anger is KO'd. We're officially now 3 rats off of a season finale pitch clear. Ducky better damn go for the pitch clear rather than score 2. I want to see a turn 16 foul. I don't care. I want to see this pitch clear. Let's get some mighty blow. Let's do some work. Come on, lads. Goot boys. The Goot boys.
Well, a bit of an anticlimax here.
Well, yeah. I mean,
this is a bit of a grind.
I was honestly hoping for a much more exciting finish to the season, and I think, you know, and I think a lot of it did come down. Oh, 2 to go, boys! 2 to go. I do think that he was punished by having less than 11 players before the match.
Definitely.
This is a
maybe he did some trimming in previous matches.
Come on, baby. Oh, no, we're gonna have to foul this line rat then. He's obviously got to foul the gutter runner first and deal with this line rat next turn. Come on. It's a KO. It's a KO, Fash. We're good. ESP works again.
I'll dig it in.
I like that bomb. Double 6 on the armor as well. This ref has not missed a trick though, has he?
Nothing serious, eh?
Oh my god. I'm sitting here. I might even turn my webcam on. I am just sitting here, just shaking my head at this. I'm just like, don't even know. Don't even know what's going on, boys. But Ducky will be Season 1 Champions League winner with Bretonians, the luckiest ducks. Congratulations to Ducky. Commiserations to Javelin, question mark. It's done.
Oh boy.
It's done, boys. Can we get some hype? Can we get some hype in the channel for the season final pitch clear? And our 2-0 winner, Ducky. Every single Skaven is off the pitch. 5 of them are injured, 6 of them are KO'd. Let's get some hype in channel. Ducky did get 5 guys sent off this game, if you count the bribe. Why did he score? Oh, did they just end turn? Okay, they did just end turn. So, the MVP of the game, Lord Timothy Dexter. And of course, Rage, the dead storm vermin. For the rodents of regret. Do you know, Lord Timothy was my MVP.
Tradition.
His diving tackle was clutch. Because he prevented the last-ditch play working. That was an absolute one-sided match. Like we won't beat around the bush, will we? That was an absolute one-sided match. But
oh, in terms of the result, I don't think it was super dicey. I've seen dicier games than that. The removals were done through dirty play fouling, and he paid the price, you know, more than average.
Well, yeah, definitely. But it was just 11 men Skaven was never going to end well, was it?
Oh no, definitely not.
You don't go into that match thinking.
But, I mean,
yeah,
he had the options there to. Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. He had the option to do more than he did.
Oh yeah.